With an unblemished history of nearly 20 years, Bren is one of the leading security companies in Sri Lanka.
Good morning. Can I help you, sir?
Bren's unique culture principle of fostering a gentleman approach while deviating from the stereotype has set it apart and above from the rest. Bren believes in preemption rather than reaction.
Good morning, sir.
And strives to avoid confrontation through anticipation and reconnaissance. Bren pioneers in promoting an intelligent, friendly security officer who operates with vigilance and anticipates problems rather than reacts with aggressive muscle. Bren also prides itself in being fiercely independent by being non-political, non-communal and non-racial. Bren has its own premises and state-of-the-art training facilities centrally located in the heart of Colombo.
If he gets plays with the children, even if he washes the car, it's a bonding that you create. It's nothing demeaning. To open a door for a lady, to carry a bag for a lady is nothing demeaning. So this is a positive certificate or a positive feedback. Try and get the others also to fall in line with the same thing. You understand? I started my career in the army in '79. I served in the army for 12 years and left as a major. And a major portion of my service was to serve as an instructor, officer instructor in the academy. So after I left, I thought I should sort of get into something which is something affiliated with the military, and that's why we thought of starting a security company really. Basically, after a period of 18 years, we have evolved as an organization, and initially our guards were very similar to a shark in that sense that they would, at the easiest chance, they would bite. But now we have evolved and we are more similar to a personality of a dolphin, where we would have a friendly guard who would rather try to convince a person or avoid a situation rather than confront. And presently we sort of inculcate in them the fact that they should not go out there looking for trouble, but to be able to preempt a situation, and they are quite good at doing that.
Bren is built on honesty, discipline, responsibility and loyalty. The four strong pillars that ensures 100% professionalism, conscientiousness and commitment of its staff.
We go so far as the management and the owners of Bren that we seek very, very open dialogue with our clients and with our staff with our clients. So we take it even a step further. We have twice a year open dialogue days, which we call hard talk days, where we invite a circle of clients to give unsolicited constructive criticism about our service. And we take it immediately on board and translate it into remedial action in order to improve our service. Without discipline, you can't run a security company. We are transforming civilians or ex-army personnel into a semi-army or military person who responds to discipline and who is trained to be disciplined. You can't run an operations like a security company without disciplined people. Hence, we focus very extensively on their training. We have a complex syllabus of training between 3 to 5 days, where we go touch on physical training, discipline, how to wear uniform, how to communicate with people, how to greet people, how to be vigilant. Security officers on ground take responsibilities for all their actions all day long because they've been trained very well. In return, they get the security from us. We look after them. If something happens to them, there's a quite complex program of welfare, of health benefits, And we take it even further into the community. We have a continuous program where we look after an orphanage here in Colombo, and also we have been supporting several IDP camps in Vaunia. We take the issue of taking responsibility so far that we have created something very unique at Bren, which is an executive management team. This means the people in this team, which go across the board of operations, admin, HR, finance, all the different areas of the company, they share responsibility for the progress and the well-being of the company. That means they are the decision makers in the company, and in turn they share a profit. We feel we need to do a lot in order to instill loyalty in our staff. We do a lot for them. We look after them very well. We pay them way over the government stipulated rates. Our key staff is paid way over the competitive market rates, because in the end nobody works for nothing. So a good remuneration which comes timely and without fail is extremely important, especially when you're a security officer. That creates loyalty in itself if they have a sense of security. Secondly, we provide them with all the tools they need to do a proper job, so they can have pride and confidence in what they're doing. That again creates loyalty. We have a very decent clientele, and again, people are more likely to do a better job in a better work environment.
Bren's unique strength lies in the quality of its relationships with its clients as well as with its staff. These relationships are based on mutual understanding, respect, and trust. The Bren management maintains close personal relationships with each client.
What I'm very glad to say is that the guards, especially here in the residence, they've been here for 10, 12 years, as I said, and they have been almost as a part of a family in a positive way. I mean, still they are guards, that's for sure. But on the other hand, also they are very supporting and helping me and my family, and that is something that we appreciate. So we don't only see them as a guard, open the gate and so on. I mean, they do even small other things for us, and that is very appreciated.
I'm very happy with the service that Bren provides for the British Council, both here in our offices in Alfred House Gardens and at my own residence. I think the thing that really strikes me about Bren over other companies is their responsiveness to feedback. I believe that nobody can really provide a good service unless they get feedback from their customers. So if ever there's a problem with one of the Bren guards, either here or at home, I always feed back to one of the supervisors. And the thing that struck me in the time that Bren has been working for us is that the response is always very fast and it's very thorough, so that you can really see a big difference between before the complaint and after the complaint.
Bren is the undisputed market leader in the high-end security market, including international embassies, diplomatic missions, UN agencies, and international NGOs. Bren's long-standing and growing presence at these demanding entities holds testimony of its caliber and unmatched service.
What we do is basically go for a non-confrontational approach, where we get people to think on their feet and go to preempt a situation rather than confront. Because if you confront, what will happen is at the end of the day you have collateral damage. Whereas what we do is we foresee situations, we are proactive, we read certain situations, and before something could happen on ground, we preempt the situation, and we inculcate into our guards that kind of thinking. And of course they also can react to a situation. I mean, they have been taught certain things like Krav Maga, which is a self-defense thing, a martial art, but they wouldn't want to sort of show that to the outside public. So they operate more covertly, in a more friendlier manner. They can react to a situation, but they try to avoid a situation through dialogue, by passing information beforehand to us, so that we can preempt rather than react.
I shall discharge my duties with loyalty to Bren Security
Good morning, sir. There are 23 security officers ready for the passing out parade, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to be here at your graduation parade. You've now reached a very pinnacle part of your career. You have now been trained for the protection of VIPs. As a member of the diplomatic community, I can say that we rely heavily on the services of Bren Security Guard, and we appreciate what you do. Your vigilance is absolutely necessary for our protection, and you are our very first line of defense. As such, you hold great responsibility, and I hope that you will take your duties most seriously and fulfill them to the best of your duties. I salute you for your efforts this far, and I look forward to meeting most of you. Thank you.
Sir, may I have your point of order, sir? Thank you, sir.